This bitch got me paying the rent. Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
I'm Oliver.
He is Oliver. All right, guys. So we're gonna go over real quick. Quick episode. Probably the next one's gonna be quick too. But we're gonna go over the Moana trailer. So
Right.
Moana 2 just released a teaser trailer. And guys, if you haven't seen it, it's just a 1-minute trailer. It's not really too much. Honestly, Moana has barely any lines in this trailer, and also so does Maui, who does make an appearance because we knew he was gonna come back. And we have a basis of a storyline because she says that, like, oh, we have to reunite the humans kind of in like the sea world and the ocean together.
Yeah.
So it seems like she's also fighting like these big squids and like krakens, and
It
like
looks really dope.
it looks awesome. And I hope that we do get to see like someone Tafiti from this, like, to help out with everything. And they have a joke of like when Maui gets there, he grabs Hey and Pua, and he's like, oh, we got bacon and eggs. And so it's like this little kind of
It's almost like a nod to like, wait, why haven't we seen the pig more often?
yeah. So I think at the end of the day, it definitely seems more on the realm of it is trying to be more comedic. There's probably gonna be a lot more to the story. They're trying to hide some stuff, and this comes out in November. So guys, we're gonna get like a full trailer
Yeah, definitely.
sooner than later. Yeah, it's got to happen. This is coming out in 5 months. So like,
Wild.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we're 58 days away from Deadpool and Wolverine, and I only saw that because it was on some kind of Instagram post.
I was gonna say, you actually counted down.
I am not counting down, guys. I am not. I'm excited. I'm not that excited for this movie. And then so we're gonna go into some other things, some slight things. So segueing out of Disney.
Okay.
We have Sony coming out, and they are saying now, it's funny because, guys, last week we talked about how I wanted Sony to like fucking do what you gotta do with these characters, and then boom, bada boom, Sony's like, hey, or apparently rumors are, very verified rumors, that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are coming back
I think Sony watches
in their own universes. So like, in my head, this is what I think. Other people I know think this. I'm like, okay, that monumentally confirms that Kraven, Venom, Morbius, Garfield.
Yeah.
And we're just going to get a Maguire film. And the rumor is they're not coming back in like a proper Spider-Man 4 or a proper Amazing Spider-Man 3, but they might either do their own things together in a movie, or they're just going to do two separate things, but they're just not going to be labeled as that. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I say take the Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield and extend that out a couple of movies. I'm not saying another trilogy of movies. I'm saying finish out his trilogy in a movie, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then do the Sinister Six, like, do like bada, bada bing, bada boom, out. And then do like a Marvel special presentation or spotlight for Maguire.
Oh, I see.
Like Werewolf by Night, where it's like an hour of a closure to where we're at. So like give us a mini movie with Maguire that maybe leads up to Secret Wars or comes out of Secret Wars, and like go that route, because Maguire's a lot older. Obviously he wants to come back. He wants to continue to make money. He knows it's an easy sell, and it's a great character to play. And if you have the opportunity to, might as well jump on the bandwagon.
Right.
So I can see him coming up for like a special presentation and maybe Secret Wars and whatever's after that, or Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars, like whatever this play on is, and like do your like 3 or 4 guest appearances, do your full thing, and then back the fuck out, and then you're good. Like, you've closed your character.
Right, yeah.
Garfield gets the same thing. Do 2 more movies, whatever it is that sums up Amazing Spider-Man 3, and then your Sinister Six movie, go into Secret Wars, and then finish out 2. Like, give your characters a good send out. So I'm all for it. I think it could work. Yeah. And then also on that, it's funny because a couple of weeks ago, they announced that Spider-Man 4 is going to begin filming January 6, 2025. And with this, apparently on IMDb, we have confirmation that he's going to team up with Daredevil to confront Kingpin. So there's been a lot of things that have come out since then that have talked about the plot of Spider-Man 4, guys. And with that, we do have a little bit more of, with the amount of rumors, confirmation to the nearest extent that the Venom symbiote will appear in Spider-Man 4. I don't believe that means that we're getting the Venom plot in Spider-Man 4. I think it's a post-credit scene.
Okay.
And I think it's slowly but surely making its way to Spider-Man and will end up being like a Secret Wars tie-in to kind of tie into the comics when he originally got the costume.
Okay.
So I think that's how we're going to like segue it in. Because at the end of the day, regardless, when they're all fighting and everything, the only bit of knowledge that Tom Holland's Spider-Man would have on Venom is listening to Tobey Maguire say, I fought an alien made of black goo. That's about it.
Yeah.
So he'll know it's something that has happened and that another version of him has overcome, but that doesn't mean he knows how to deal with it. He doesn't know this weaknesses, any of that. So he could still go into it with a lot of like novice knowledge.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with just a little bit of like, okay, I know what this is. Yeah. So I don't know.
Peter 2 has fought this before.
Yeah, so I'm okay with like seeing them. Yeah, it is Peter 2. I don't know. Like, in your opinion, do you want to see like if we get a Spider-Man 4 to start off a trilogy? Yeah. No. With Holland, the one that is starting to film in January. Mm-hmm. Do you want it to be more grounded, or do you want it to branch into more multiversal stuff?
It's what do I want and what do I think are like two different things.
What do you want?
I kind of want it to be more grounded. I think that's where the series is like headed right now.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna figure out like what makes Peter tick, kind of thing. We're getting a little bit darker here because no one knows.
Yeah, who he is. Yeah,
who he is. So I think it's gonna be interesting, and especially to see how the actor portrays that.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really interesting. The multiverse stuff is like that was last movie.
Yeah,
we're done with that. Let's focus on Peter.
I think I like where you're going. I actually have a theory about that. But before we get to that theory, here is a word from our sponsor. Let's talk about data breaches. You know how creepy it is to get ads that are like way targeted?
It's absurd. I literally got a text the other day and it just said, "Hello, Oliver. How are you today?" I'm like, I don't know you. How do you know my name? What's happening?
I sometimes respond to them like, who is this? And they're like, nah.
They're like,
they don't respond back at all. Yeah. I also get like weird Instagram ads, things like that. It's so weird. And the thing is, like, these data brokers, they have your full name, your address, your email, and your health records. And they sell it all for like $1, dude. Quick dollar.
Honestly, so that's why I started using Aura. It's like a superhero for your privacy. It's great. It's amazing. It scans the dark web for your information that's being sold, and then bam, automatically opts you out of those shady websites, so you don't get those really creepy messages that I definitely don't like. You get less spam, and that's just the beginning. Like, having your info out there makes you a target for hackers who could also just crack into your social media, bank accounts, and the whole nine.
Really? Huh. Well, you know, the thing is with Aura, they go above and beyond just privacy, though. They also have VPNs, they also have antivirus, and they have a password manager, like, you know, someone that doesn't forget.
What?
They even have parental controls and identity theft insurance. It's all pretty good. And not only that, it just keeps it simple instead of all those different apps that you have to download and stuff like that.
It's really, really annoying. But look, I know you might already have some of these features covered, but think of it like this. Aura has 24/7 security. That's like the whole week and then some hours. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's like all the hours.
Yeah, that's all the hours.
It's basically a 24/7 security guard working tirelessly in the background so you can browse, game, and stream with a peace of mind.
It's honestly one of the best services, guys, especially for different things. Instead of all the malware protection, you get your own VPN service, all that stuff in one.
You get VPN?
And VPN, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, honestly, with all that, you can get it's all for an affordable price too. But if you guys want to try it out, you guys can go to aura.com/nerdlocker and you guys can get a 2-week free trial to try it out and see exactly how it is. It's going to change everything for you guys. It was crazy how much of my stuff is on the dark web.
Less spam.
It's so much on the dark web, guys. They have all the information that you can even think of. Like, just do yourself a favor, make your online life a lot easier with aura.com/nerdlocker. Down below, get a 2-week free trial.
2-week free trial, huh?
Yep.
I like
14 days.
14 whole. Yeah, you got 14 fingers over there?
10 and 4. 14.
That's not 4. You just did this.
Pick number 3, my lord. And we're back. So my theory when it comes to Spider-Man is with this next film, even the next trilogy of films, we're going to see a darkness erode inside of Peter. Because we got a while before we got Secret Wars. So we're going to have a couple of movies to jump forward. Even if he guest stars in different things, I think we're going to see a darkness in Peter that grows, that when this Venom symbiote gets to him, it's going to really, fuck with some things. And I think if I was a writer and I was like, okay, we need to extend this out to make these characters more lovable, more meaningful, so when things go fucked up, you feel it. And that was the point of it. I think us, and I don't mean this to any offense to like Zendaya, but like I think if we would have lost MJ without the other Peters, okay, we've seen it before. Like I don't think we would feel as bad, but the fact that she almost died and got saved by Andrew Garfield's Peter was a very big moment for us.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I think that payoff is going to be the same in this moment, because I think like Ned Leeds in the comics becomes the Hobgoblin. We don't have a Green Goblin yet. We know that Norman Osborn apparently does not exist in the MCU as of yet. Whether or not Secret Wars retcons that, we don't know. Or we bring in Willem Dafoe, who the fuck knows. Yeah. But regardless, let's just say, let's go down this road that Green Goblin gets introduced in some way in the next couple of movies. But during that time, Green Goblin gets defeated, but Spider-Man inherits this Venom symbiote out of it, right? In this fight, in this issue, whether it be because no one knows who Peter is. So if Spider-Man in the black symbiote suit ends up accidentally hurting either Ned himself or someone Ned cares about, in this discrepancy, do we get now a natural Hobgoblin out of Ned, who now Peter has to fight knowing that, holy shit, you used to be my best friend.
My best friend, yeah.
Kind of like we got with the Green Goblin, but in a much different way that also took the course of like kind of 5 movies to get to.
We don't have any background on like Ned's family or anything.
Not
right?
too much, yeah, but we do know he has the sling port. Like he has these
that.
magic abilities. So the fact that he can tap into that, and now he forgot who Spider-Man is, which means he forgot this. If he has a Hobgoblin ability, like persona, but with this shit, dude, so cool. That's something that Peter can't fight with easily. So like that's a good lead up to like Spider-Man 6 or the next, like the third trilogy kind of thing. Like they have a nice build up to keep him grounded, but also to make it emotional, because like you're fighting your best friend. And who knows, they can change MJ, like Zendaya's character, to another villain. Who knows, like his Sinister Six could include his friends. Because you have Flash Thompson, who also can inherit the Venom symbiote like the comics. Right. So now you're fighting literally all your friends. Betty Brant, they could bring all of them in. Man, that'd be where like wild. Peter's fighting them all because none of them remember who he is. That's a cool fucking thing, dude. Yeah. I'm just saying, hire me, Marvel. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, they're watching. Don't worry.
Next podcast, he's by himself. So Adam got hired at Marvel.
Listen.
He's doing much bigger and better things now. Just you and Aaron trying to make believe he's me.
Yeah, is Aaron Hernandez here? And
But I mean, okay, so like, obviously you liked that potential plot line. If you had to like, in the next 3 movies, let's say they do 1 villain per movie, and we have some kind of confirmation Kingpin is the first one, because I'm going to assume Kingpin is going to create the Sinister Six.
Okay, yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? So let's say he's one of them, right? So we have to establish who they're going to be. Let's say we bring back Michael Keaton's Vulture. Fuck Morbius, fuck Venom. Like we're not going to do any of the Sony stuff except Michael Keaton's Vulture.
Because he was in.
And we also have Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio, who we don't know if he's really dead or not.
True.
And we also have the Shocker and the Tinkerer from the first one.
What's the Tinkerer? Who is that?
The guy that was making all the stuff for Adrian Toomes.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
And then we also have technically Donald Glover as Aaron Morales, who is Prowler. And we saw that he was the Prowler in Beyond the Spider-Verse, which means he eventually does take on that moniker from the MCU. So let's say we have Prowler, we have Vulture, we have Kingpin. Let's say he's part of the Sinister Six for right now.
Okay.
Do we think that Mysterio's on this team?
I don't.
Okay, let's say we have him out. So we have 3 other characters left. So out of the next trilogy, what... Because unfortunately, we're going to have 2 characters in one movie at that point.
That's a lot.
And so who do we want to be pulled from... Either do we want to pull them from another universe like we have before, or do we want to just make it from the MCU?
Well, it's definitely not going to be Venom. Because...
No.
Yeah, it's not going to be Tom Hardy.
No.
He's busy.
Unless it goes to Flash Thompson and he becomes Agent Venom, that'd be the only other way.
What is Agent Venom?
Kind of like a military version of Venom. That was much more tame.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you things later.
Cool. Okay, didn't know that was.
Yeah, I can show you animated stuff because it was in the Ultimate Spider-Man on Disney.
Huh.
They did Agent Venom.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's already fought Green Goblin. Who else is left?
I mean, you have some different things. Like in my head, I think like you can bring in Tombstone, who has never been done before. And you could bring in, I mean, technically Punisher could be on it for a little bit, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And then you could do your own version of Electro away from Jamie Foxx. I mean, you could bring in your own version of Doc Ock. You could bring your own version of all this stuff. But if you're going to go ones you haven't done before, you have Black Cat. You also have,
Black Cat, that's right.
I think we get a comic accurate Shocker. I think that works. And maybe we throw in the Tinkerer in the first iteration of the Sinister Six because it's had so many iterations. We do have Rhino. We do have Scorpion.
Yeah, we haven't.
As well, we have a Matt Gargan. We do have a Matt Gargan. We haven't seen him as Scorpion, so we could, So we could get a good Sinister Six. We'll see exactly because the thing is, there's so many iterations over the times of like people like exchanging in and out. So like, what's our first iteration? I think it's gonna be Tinkerer, Vulture. My pick at least. You can agree, it's fine. Tinkerer, Vulture, Shocker, Scorpion, Kingpin, and who the hell else did I just say?
Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, who is that third? Who is that 6th person then? Who else could they do?
It's not Sandman.
Maybe I don't know. But I don't think it would be Tombstone. I think it would be out of bigger characters. Huh. Maybe that's your Ned Leeds. That's your Hobgoblin. That's your missing piece that completes the Sinister Six, you know?
So like there's something I don't understand.
What?
Why was in the end of Morbius, Michael Keaton was meeting with him?
Because of the spell that Doctor Strange did, kind of like open up these portals, which kind of sucked out Vulture into that universe for some reason after he closed it all off. So like when Doctor Strange closed it, all of those people that were showing up, because you saw Kraven, you saw a Scorpion, you saw a Rhino, you saw all of them. So like from different universes. So I think what happened was as soon as he closed it, I think there was that's the thing that I'm wondering too. If you take out Vulture, who the fuck came into his place?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing. That's how you introduce your Rhino. That's how you introduce these other characters that you haven't done. There's also Chameleon. Chameleon is another person that for a very long time made believe he was Spider-Man. And the thing is right now, what's prime to fuck up? Spider-Man's reputation.
Right.
Because it's already been fucked up before.
He could be dealing with a copycat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will get him even more angry because, like, I literally just dealt with this shit and I can't do it again because of Doctor Strange. Like, the fuck, dude? So, like, I can see it going that way. Anyways, I'm excited for Spider-Man 4 regardless. It's starting in January filming and it's supposed to release by this summer.
That's right.
So that's like 6 or 7 months of filming, editing, and release.
They're speeding along.
They are. A lot because it's supposed to come out next year, 2025, next Spider-Man movie, but it's because they have to. So by law, so guys, last thing I'm gonna leave this off on, so you guys are aware, so you understand why there's so much fucking Spider-Man like bullshit at your face. So Sony, the only way they can keep the rights to Spider-Man is to release a movie every 2 years.
Holy shit!
If they do not release a movie every 2 fiscal years, they lose the rights to Spider-Man. So that's why Beyond the Spider-Verse came out in 2023. They have to release the Spider-Man movie, and Beyond the Spider-Verse got delayed. That's why they were trying to release it back to back so they can extend that 2 year out.
Yeah.
It got delayed. So now they have to release this live action Spider-Man 4 by, I think it's, because it's technically after the movie releases theater. So July of 2025, or 2023, they release theater. So they have by the end of July. That's why they have to release it by summer to keep the rights to Spider-Man. If they don't, they lose it, and Marvel can literally say, all ours, fuck you, you're done.
That's crazy.
I think Marvel made them like fast pace it. Like, hey, finish it in 5 months.
They put in really
wait, what?
Really tiny print at the bottom.
Especially with Tom Holland like having the busiest fucking schedule, including Zendaya. And Ned Leeds. The guy that plays Ned Leeds is on a fucking vampire show on Hulu. Like,
yes.
Yeah, all three of them had the busiest schedules, and then Marvel's like, bet you can't do it. And someone's like, oh! So we'll see. Where can they find you, man?
You can find me at the Sphere 21 on any major social media platform except for TikTok. I am Oliver Convier.
Sorry this got longer, but my name is Adam, and you can find me at AMR Photography. You can find this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast and the studio, Archangel Studios Official, down below. See you guys next time. Peace.